Welcome. Good to see you all. Thank you all for coming to harekrishnavalley.com.au. So, very nice to see you all today. So today is our monthly open day where we come together and we celebrate Krishna consciousness. So the purpose of this place is to show an example to the world of natural living and higher thinking. Because the world is doing the opposite now. Instead of natural living and higher thinking, it's more like simple thinking and higher living. In other words, it's the opposite. Please put your phones into airplane mode. We're taking off now, so run into airplane mode to the device. So we are teaching people how to live a different way of life because the material world, it is not working at this point in time. We can see that so many people are trying to live a materially complicated existence. And the more you try to do that, then the less happy you will become. We see people think the goal of life is material acquisition. I need a house, and then I need a second house, I need a car, I need a second car. Just like in Italy. Is anyone here from Italy? Oh, you're from Italy. Very good. So in Italy, the average person has 2.6 cars. That's how many cars there are in Italy. So if you add all the cars up, there's more cars than human beings. Because people like cars there. We have Ferrari, we have Maserati, we have Lamborghini, we have lots of cars. Yeah. So people, they think this is the goal of life. And then so many people, they come to, like from India. People come here to Australia. And they think, oh, Australia, no, we can live such a nice lifestyle, right? In Australia, we can live, we can have so many material things. And we can live such a nice life, materially comfortable. And then they become bewildered by this. They think that is the goal of life. Right? The goal is that I can just enjoy myself with material things. But we see, if material acquisition is the goal of life and was the goal of life, we would see more people are happy. But we have a pandemic right now of people who are depressed. You take the hat off inside the temple. Yes, that's good. That's good. Inside the temple we don't wear. So we have a pandemic of people who are depressed, anxiety, mental disease. All these things are rising in the world. More people are unhappy than ever before. So if this was the goal of life, it would be working. So what we teach here at Hare Krishna Valley is the opposite thing. Live simply, live naturally, right? And think about higher things. And if you do that, then you will be happy in this material world. Even in this world you can be happy. But you have to live differently. You have to stop trying to chase the dollar. Stop trying to think that just by having material things I will be satisfied. Because real satisfaction, real happiness will come from your spiritual enlightenment. So we teach people here how to become spiritually enlightened. This is the first teaching of the Bhagavad Gita. Have you heard of Bhagavad Gita? Yeah. I think many of you have heard of Bhagavad Gita. Yeah. So in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna teaches us, the first thing he teaches us, you are not the body. Dehinosmin yata dehe kalmaram yovanam jara tata dehantara praptiya diras tatra namuyati. Krishna speaks in the Bhagavad Gita that our body is changing. Kalmaram, yovanam, jara. Right? From when you're young, kalmara, yovana means when you're a youth. And then jara means when you're old, right? Your body changes. And every 7 years, all the cells in our body, they completely change. We don't have the same cells. So you don't even have the same body you had 7 years ago. So if you say, I am my body, that's not true. Because your body's completely changed. You don't even look the same. You look at a picture 7 years ago, you look different. So your body is changing. But your soul, your Atma, who you actually are, that is the same, right? You're the same person. And even when you change your body and go into another body, reincarnation or some Samsara, we call it. When you change body, you're still the same person. Your soul is the same. It just goes into a different body, that's all. So we should not become confused. So when you understand that you are spiritual in essence, then you will be happy. Brahma Bhuta Prasanatma na sochiti na kankshiti, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita. Brahma Bhuta means you have to understand you are Brahman. Aham Brahmasmi. I am spirit. And when you understand that, you become prasanatma. Prasanatma means joyful, happy. Hands up if you are happy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, everyone was a bit late. Eventually everyone said, I am happy. But it should be spontaneous. But where does real happiness come from? It doesn't come from material things. Matra spashas tukunteya shitoshna sukha dukkada. Sukha dukkha. The happiness in this world is just one side of the coin. When you toss the coin, you have heads and tails. Right? So what is the other side from sukha? Dukkha. Dukkha. Means if you're happy in this world, if you're happy, you have your nice car, a nice job, and that means soon dukkha will come. Because it's the other side of the coin. You can't have permanent happiness here. Does anyone here have permanent happiness? No, it's not possible. You can't have permanent happiness here. If you're happy, you know that sadness is coming. And if you're sad, you know that happiness is coming. They just change. The material world means always changing. It is flickering. It does not stay the same. Whereas the happiness of the soul is called ananda. That is ananda mayobhyasat. Right? We are looking for ananda. Ananda means bliss, spiritual happiness. If you get that, that will not go. That will not disappear. You will keep that. That's what we teach here at Hare Krishna Valley. How to get spiritual bliss, which does not disappear. Because your material bliss, your material happiness, that will go away in due course. But the happiness you get here by serving Krishna, that will not go away. That is called bhakti. Krishna says, God says, if you want to know Him, bhaktya mama vijanati yavanyaschasmi tatvataha. You have to approach Him with bhakti or devotion. That's why on the front sign, when you drive in, right, what does it say on the front sign when you first come in? On the sign? Did anyone see the sign? Oh, you mean the little signs as you go along? Yeah. Yeah, but when you go to the front gate, when you first come off the main road, there's a big sign. Did anyone see it? You didn't see the big sign? The big one says Hare Krishna Valley? Yeah, of course you saw it, because you can't miss it. So it says Hare Krishna Valley, and then underneath it says natural living, higher thinking, and then it says different things, care for cows, Bhakti Yoga Ashram. So this is a Bhakti Yoga Ashram. In other words, it's an ashram where we're teaching Bhakti Yoga. Bhakti means devotion. Right? That's what everyone in this world is practicing, devotion. Everyone is devoted. Some people are devoted to their dog. You saw our dog out the front? Bronte? Right, so my wife is very devoted to Bronte. Right? She has bhakti, devotion for Bronte. Or you have children, right? Then you are devoted to your children. Or you have family, you're devoted to your friends, you're devoted. That's called bhakti. Bhakti means devotion. But that kind of bhakti, that is temporary. Right? The devotion we have in this world, right, it does not last. Right? Because at the time of death, we are separated. You can't live with everyone forever. Right? Your family will be taken away from you. Just like when I was 15, I lost one of my brothers. He died in an accident. I was like that, gone. So the relationship is severed. You can't continue the relationship. That's the nature of this world. Things will be taken away from you. Whereas your bhakti or your devotion to Krishna, that cannot be taken away. That will last perpetually. So that's what we are teaching here, Bhakti Yoga. So, if you develop this bhakti towards Krishna, towards God, in India we say Bhagwan, if you develop this devotion towards Krishna, that cannot be taken away. Right? Even in your next life, you will continue to serve Krishna. Each lifetime, your bhakti will grow towards Krishna. Until you go back to Vaikuntha, to Goloka, where Krishna lives. And when you go there to that place, just like you see in the pictures at the back, these are pictures of the spiritual world, of Goloka. Krishna is with his cows. Krishna is with his best friend Radha and the peacock. Krishna is dancing with the gopis in Vrindavan. Right? This is what it's like in the spiritual world. God lives there. God dances. God looks after cows. God. So this is how we understand Krishna, God. And if you understand him like that, then you can develop. So if you develop bhakti towards him, you can go and live with him in his world, and you can stay there perpetually. And then the ananda or the bliss, it will last forever. Otherwise, the relationship in this world, it will be taken away. It is temporary. But that relationship cannot be taken away. It is eternal. So this is the nature of this world. We have to develop that bhakti, or that. So that's what one of the things we teach here at Hare Krishna Valley. We teach how to have bhakti, or devotion, but to the right thing. Because if you don't have bhakti to the right thing, it will not last. So that's one of our teachings here. So, next week, next Sunday, on the 20th of October, we are celebrating Go Puja. What is Go Puja? Worshipping the cow. Puja means to worship. Just like before we did the arati. That is called puja. Anyone here from India? Oh. So in India you know puja. Puja means you do some worship. That's one of the problems in this Western civilization. They don't do any worship. You see the people, the Western people, they don't, in the morning they wake up, right? They just have a cup of coffee, right? And they get on their phone, right? And they walk their dog, right? And then they go to work. But there's no puja. Puja means you offer some worship or some respect to Krishna, to God. That's why in India, when you go there, in the morning everyone does puja. They go to the temple. Or in their home, they will do some puja. You do? Yeah. So we do it every morning. This is called puja. It's some worship you have to do. So next Sunday we'll have Go Puja. Go means? Cow. The cow. So after lunch you will go and see our cows. You want to see our cows?
Of course.
Very good. Very enthusiastic. So it means we will go visit the cows. Now, why are the cows sacred? Why are the cows sacred? Because they are dear to Krishna. You see, Krishna, he loved the cow. That's why in the pictures he is with the cows. And he teaches us that we should worship the cows. We should offer respect to the cows. Because if you offer the respect to your cows, your life will become peaceful. But if you don't respect the cows, if you eat them, your life will not be peaceful. Everyone has to think about this. I did not eat the cow for over 35 years. Since I became a devotee of Krishna, I never eat the cow. Or the chicken, or the lamb, or the fish, or the dog, or anything. We don't eat it. Why? Because we are meant to offer respect to the life. If you cannot create life, you should not take life. Only Krishna, only God can create life. We cannot create, so you cannot kill the animal and eat it. So therefore, we do not do this. That's why we teach people the opposite. Here at Hare Krishna Valley, we teach them, worship the cow. Give respect to the cow. Why? Because she is one of our mothers, 7 mothers. Go Mata. Why? Because she gives us her milk. And actually, milk is the best food. It has the most nutrition of all the foods. Just like when you're a baby, what do you eat or drink? Milk. Mother's milk. Just like we have young Nimai. He's here. What is his diet? Milk. What else? That's it. Huh? Is he okay?
Of course.
Of course.
He's smiling.
You okay?
Huh? Are you okay? Nima, are you okay?
He's smiling.
He's smiling, so he's okay. So he only had milk. And when you were born, what did you only have? Milk. And now you're older, in the news they tell us, oh, milk is not good for you. Doesn't even make sense. How can we live on something and then later on it's not good for you? They say, oh, well now it comes from the cow. But the cow is your mother. Right? And if you take natural cow milk like we have here, right, she will give you the milk. It is the best food for you. She takes over. Because the milk, it nourishes the brain. And unfortunately, we have a problem in modern society. People, they do not have so much brain. Is that fair comment or not fair comment? You tell me, is it good or not good? Good or not good? Tell me.
Not good.
Not good. You think people have brain?
I mean, people should have brain to understand the right thing and what is.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is society, are they understanding the right thing?
No.
So do they have brain or not?
No.
Yeah, it's there,
It's there.
but
It's there. Physical brain is
not
there.
enough milk in there. That's the problem. In other words, when you take the milk which comes from the protected cows like we have, it will nourish the brain, and then you will have enough brain to understand spiritual subject matter. That's why the cow is considered to be the mother, Gomata. So therefore next Sunday we will have Go Puja, where we respect the cow, because she looks after us. And even if she doesn't give any milk, and we don't even get the milk from the cow, still she is our mother. Do you kill your mother when she stops giving milk? No, you would never do it, right? So why do we kill the cows? All the people, they're killing the cows all over the world. Why? She's the mother. You can't kill the mother. And then if you kill her, then what will happen to you? You'll get ugra karma. Ugra karma means bad karma will come. And you see now, we have wars all over the planet. Right? We have big problems all over the planet. Why? Because people are killing the cows. Huh? And when you kill the cows, human society will never be peaceful. So that's why we're teaching here at Hare Krishna Valley. You come here, you learn how to look after the cow. Huh? After lunch we'll go and visit the cows. You can look after them, you can scratch them and you can feed them, and yeah. And if you want to sponsor them, you come and see us. We have sponsorship program. Many people are sponsoring our cows. For $1,500, $1,501 for 1 year, you can sponsor the cow for the whole year. Right? Many people are doing it. So if you want to do, you just come and see me, we can organize, no problem. Or if you want to give any donation, no problem, for the cows. Because if you look after the cows, your life will become mangala, auspicious. Yeah? Your life will become peaceful. You will be peaceful. If you don't look after the cow, you will never be peaceful. Is true or not true? True. The pundits say it is true. It is true. If you look after the cow, you will be peaceful. If you don't look after it, you will never be peaceful. This is the secret. So we teach this at Hare Krishna Valley. So next week, you can get your tickets online if you want to come. 500 people will come. We have a big festival. And we will do Go Puja, worship of the cow. Make her happy. Because if the cow is happy, you will be happy. Does it sound okay? It sounds good. So, this is one of the things we are teaching here. We teach these very simple process, how to be happy. If you want to be happy and peaceful in your life, and if you want to come closer to Krishna, closer to God, there's 3 things that you must do. Do you want to know the 3 things? No, you don't want to? You want to know or not?
Yes, sir.
That's better. Okay. The 3 things you must do. First thing, you must chant Hare Krishna. Right? You have to do kirtan. Kalya dosha nidhe rajan asti heko mahanguna kirtanan eva krishnasya mukta sangha param vrajet. This is from Bhagavatam. Right? Kale dosha nite rajan. O king, because this is conversation between Parikshit and Shukadev. Kale dosha niti. Dosha niti means ocean. Dosha means faults, problems. This Kali, this age we're in, the Kali Yuga, Kali means dark. This is dark age. In this dark age, there are unlimited problems. What are the problems? Social problems, economic problems, environmental problems, political problems. The problems go on and on. Mental health problems. So many problems. How many problems do we have in this world? Like an ocean. Actually, it doesn't have to be like that. We can fix all of these things quickly and easily, but people have to listen. If the governments listen, we can fix these things quickly. We can teach them live like we live here, happy and naturally, and we can actually fix everything very quickly. But the governments don't want to listen. They think they have a better plan, and look at the result. Society is chaos. Well done. You did a good job. Like Donald Trump wants to become president. Do you think he will fix everything or make it worse? Kamala Harris, she wants to become president. Do you think she'll fix everything or make it worse? So you've got two not good options. Seriously, the options are not good. Because I know it doesn't matter who wins. That's why I don't take interest in these things. It doesn't matter who wins, the problems will not stop. Because neither party understands how to stop the problems. First thing you do if you become president, right? You stop cow slaughter. Okay? No one. Everyone vegetarian now. That's a real president. Like Arjuna, like Yudhishthira, these great kings, like Krishna. They will stop it. Make society peaceful again. Don't worry about making America great again. Make America peaceful again. You know, when the white people came to America 250 years ago, the Native American Indians who were living there, they said all the rivers, you could drink from the river. Right? Would you drink from the river now? If you went to America? What about in Melbourne? Yarra River, would you drink from it? Come on, it's Yarra River. This is my river, why don't you drink? Please. Because you know you'll die. What sort of a world is this? We can't even drink from our rivers. Does that make sense? Doesn't it make sense? Like if you go down the back here in Otways, if you go down Erskine, the river, the water is clear. You can drink. Yeah, maybe there's something in it because they're doing forestry and things like that, but generally that's how water should be. Now you can't even get good water. Even Jamuna in India, the most sacred river, she is polluted. Ganga, right? You go and then something, you think, I can't drink, but you should be able to just drink. So many problems. So the president, first thing they should do is stop killing the cows, right? And begin to make the world peaceful again. This is the goal. So, Kale dosha niti rajan. This world is full of problems. But, Kale dosha niti rajan, asti heko mahanguna. Eka. Ek means ek rupi. One rupee. Ek means one. Mahanguna. Mahaguna means good quality. Great quality. Even though there are so many problems in this world, in Kali Yuga, there is one great quality. What is that great quality? Kirtana eva Krishnasya. Krishna, kirtan. If you do kirtan, chant Krishna's, like we did before, Krishna kirtan, and we did all this weekend, we did kirtan. And I just found out I'm going to Melbourne straight after this to do more kirtan. Yeah, the station's going to be on stage. So, yeah, sorry, I've been roped in. Tonight in the St Kilda Town Hall, Radhika Das, who's a very famous kirtan leader, he was here this weekend. He will be there, 1,000 people are coming, And I just found out my daughter is on stage with him, singing kirtan with him. 1,000 people are coming. So I was told by my wife, we are now going to Melbourne, straight after this, to see her perform in the kirtan. I'm very tired, but this is family life. Family life means if you're tired, you will get more tired. Is it good or good?
Very good.
Ah, very good. I'm very tired, that is good. I understand. We understand. This is called sacrifice. Sacrifice means, when you have any relationship, means you have to sacrifice. That's what it means. You have kids means sacrifice. Basically, if you have kids, your life is finished. Means you had kids, that's it. 20 years, you can just forget everything. Because now you're just serving. And then they will have their kids, and then they will understand everything that you went through. Now I'm understanding what my mother went through. Now I understand. So, in this world, Krishna Kirtan, right? There are so many problems, but if you do Kirtan of Krishna, if you chant the Hare Krishna mantra every day, right? Your life will become peaceful, you'll become happy. You will connect to Krishna. You become Krishna conscious, and you will be happy. So this is the first secret, if you want to be peaceful. Second secret is, you must offer your bhoga, your food, to Krishna. Just like we put the screen, so we're just getting the plate, and we're going to offer the food, the bhog, to Krishna. And then afterwards we will take it, that is called prasad. Prasad means mercy, grace. Because first Krishna must eat. If you invite someone to your house, do you eat first or you feed them first? You will feed them first. So every time we eat, before we eat, we always offer the food first to Krishna. Yeah. Otherwise we will not take it. You can't take the food before you offer to... I mean, I know everyone does, but that's not the actual system. The system is Krishna must eat first, then you take. That is called prasad. And if he is eaten and you take that, you will become spiritualized just by eating the food. The food here at Hare Krishna Valley, it is yoga. It is bhakti yoga. Just by eating, you will become enlightened. You can become enlightened just by taking prasad. You can understand your soul just by taking prasad. That's how powerful it is. Because Krishna, God purifies it. And then when you eat it, you will also become elevated. Is our food good? Because offer to Krishna. Right? When you offer to Krishna, it tastes even better. That's why we do it. So these two things, these are secret. If you want to be peaceful, happy, you have to chant, you have to offer your food. Third thing, you have to read a little bit Bhagavad Gita. Right? Every day. Something should be there. 1 shlok, 2 shlok, something has to be there. Because Bhagavad Gita is instruction manual. How to live your life. Right? If you want to be peaceful in your life, you have to follow the instructions. Hands up if you have problem in your life. Hands up. You have problem. Most people have problem. Right? A lot of the problems we create. Okay, some problems come from other place. That's okay. That's okay. But a lot of problems, we make the problem. Why do we make the problem? Because we don't follow the Bhagavad Gita. Because if you follow it, your life will become peaceful. Just like my life, it is peaceful. It is peaceful. I mean, not that I don't have problems. Problems come. They're mainly from outside. But because I try to follow Krishna's teachings, then most of the problems are gone. I don't create my own problems. But if you don't follow Krishna's teachings, you will have problems in your life. So therefore Krishna says, please follow my teachings. At the end of Bhagavad Gita, right, Krishna says to Arjuna, now I've told you everything, now you decide what to do. Just like today, you came here to Hare Krishna Valley. So we are telling you so many things, right? But now it's up to you. What do you want to do? Are you going to follow what we teach?
Yes, sir.
You will chant every day?
Of course.
Actually or not? You're in the temple, so you have to. You have to be careful, because people always say, especially my Indian friends, I have many friends from India, they always say, of course so, which is good, but then you have to do it. Because many people in this world, they say, yeah, I will do it, but they don't do it. So be very careful what you say. If you do it, you have to do it. Right? So if you chant every day, right? If you offer your food to Krishna, and if you're reading Bhagavad Gita, your life will be peaceful. It's simple. Not hard. Right? It doesn't take a lot of time. Right? You have time to do so many other things. Why don't you have time to do some chanting, offer your food to Krishna? Like we're offering the food now. My wife is offering to Krishna. So it takes some extra time, because Krishna has to eat first. You can say, oh, well, I'm hungry. But Krishna has to eat first. So it takes a little bit of extra time. But you will get the result. You will get the purification. So that is why it is a good system. So we should do these things. And then your life will become peaceful and your life will become happy. Simple. If you do these three things. If you don't do it, we can't help you. Then your life is your life. It is whatever you decide to do, then you will get the result. Does it make sense? Very good. So I'll ask if there are any questions or comments, anything that we discussed today. Anything you want to know about bhakti, about devotion, about Krishna consciousness, about spiritual life, about material life, about anything, then you can ask. Does anyone have any question or comment?
How do you start with the meditation?
What's that?
How do you start the meditation?
Meditation?
It's really hard to focus.
What's that?
It's really hard to focus when you start doing it.
Yeah.
So how do you begin with?
Yeah. What sort of meditation are you doing?
I haven't tried yet, but I tried before, but it never worked.
Yeah. What were you doing when you tried?
You sit down and try to focus.
Sit down and try to focus.
Close your eyes. Focus.
But what are you focusing on?
You try, but you get so many.
No, but I'm saying, what are you focusing? Like, what are you trying to focus on?
On your spirit.
On your spirit? Yeah. Okay. So, the type of meditation we do is called japa. And actually, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, of all types of meditation, japa is the best. So japa means we are chanting the names of Krishna, Maha Mantra. Right? So that is the easiest type of meditation because it fixes the mind. The meditation you're describing is silent meditation. And when you do that, your mind doesn't be quiet. Because you said it's very hard to make the mind like that. And Arjuna says the same thing to Krishna. He says very hard to make the mind focused or quiet. Because the mind is chanchala. Chanchala means always like going everywhere. You know when you try to meditate and your mind just goes, ooh, and your mind says, why am I meditating? How long have I been meditating? How much longer do I have to be meditating? Why am I meditating? Can I meditate on something else? Is it okay if I meditate on my breakfast? Is it okay if I meditate on my lunch? Is it okay if I meditate on... So your mind is just going like that. So yeah, it's difficult. So when you chant the mantra, it's easier to focus the mind. Right? It becomes easier because the mind is absorbed. Right? So that's why we practice the japa or the mantra meditation, which is recommended by Krishna actually in the Bhagavad Gita. So maybe you can try that one and see. And we chant on the japa mala, the beads. Can you show your beads? Can you show? Yeah, hold on, yeah. So there's japa mala. So we are chanting. So we have them in the shop. You can get the mala. We can show you how to do it. And then if you try this meditation, I think it will be easier for you. Yeah, because it's more natural, more simple. Just like our devotees here, they do it. Every day you do the japa?
I try to.
Yeah, that's good. So they do it. And do you find it easy to...
Yeah, because you just like repeat and repeat, so like you don't get lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's easier to focus the mind. Yeah? Because your fingers are engaged, your sense of touch is engaged. Your mind is engaged because it's focusing on the mantra. Your tongue is engaged. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare 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 Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. So you're meditating, but easier to do it. And you will get more result, because if you just, like you said, if meditation means I just go silent, but what are you meditating on? Because Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Yam Yam Vapi Smaram Bhavan, whatever you remember at the time of death, that's where you will go. So if you're meditating on nothing, where will you go at the time of death? To nothing. Where does nothing exist? There's no such thing as nothing. That's why when we try, like you said, you try to meditate, your mind goes to something. So you have to learn to put your mind on Krishna. That's why we chant Hare Krishna, because then your mind goes on Krishna. And then at the time of death, if you're remembering him, at the time of death you say Hare Krishna, 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 then you will go to Krishna. That is our process. So maybe you can try that, and if that works, then you can try. Is it okay? Yeah. Nice question. Anything else you want to? That's okay.
I want to ask something.
Yes, Mataji.
Yes. So while you are chanting or doing your japa, is it necessary that it has to be on the same place, on the same asana, and at the same time, and the same rosary?
It doesn't have to be the same. Nam nama kari bahuda nijasava shaktis tatrapita niyamitaha smarane na kalaha. That means that it doesn't have to be a particular time or particular place or particular circumstance. Chanting is auspicious under all circumstances. So it doesn't have to be. It's good if it is regulated. Like if you do it early in the morning, you get up. Yeah, early in the morning is better. Brahma Muhurta, which means before sun is.
Sunrise.
Yeah, before sunrise. Because mind is more peaceful.
Okay. Yes.
You know when you rise, so it's more peaceful. So if you can do it early in the morning, right, and you can do it in a, like you said, in a regulated place, like if you have a little temple in your house or something, some holy space, then that will be easier for you to do it like that. So it's good if you can do in a regular way, then it will be easier for you. But you will get benefit anytime, any place. Bhaktivedanta Thakur, one of our great saints, his picture is just there. He says, in the morning early, or in the evening, when the day is finished. Because the mind will be peaceful at those times. During the day, it can be more difficult. Until you become more progressed, then you can chant any time and you can get the benefit.
Thank you.
Is that good?
Thank you.
Make up a call. Yes, Mataji.
As you've said,
Mickey Mouse key
stop eating beef, lamb, chicken,
and fish
and fish,
and eggs
and eggs as well.
and onion and garlic.
What's the
And mushroom.
difference with the onion, garlic, ginger, no, onion, garlic, egg, and mushrooms? They are not considered, these four are not considered to be killing alive. Why shouldn't we be consuming them? What's the harm in consuming them?
Because they're not offerable.
What does that mean?
It means Krishna's eating right now. Krishna doesn't eat egg. He doesn't eat onion. He doesn't eat garlic. He doesn't eat mushroom. So you can't offer it to him. So that's why we don't eat it. Because you're not taking a life, like you said.
Yeah.
Right, so the karma is less.
Yeah.
But he doesn't eat it.
But then we are living in a human world.
I'm living in a human world. I don't eat it.
But how should we then manage ourselves in a material world?
Then don't
Do
buy
not
it.
consume these.
Don't buy it. Don't buy it when you go to the supermarket. Don't buy onion, garlic, egg and mushroom. Then you don't have to eat it. You're only eating it because it's in your fridge. So stop buying it. That's all.
But does the body remain healthy and strong if we don't consume this?
I didn't eat it for 35 years. How do I look?
Fine.
So fine. It's okay. You don't need to eat these things. That's the point. If they were essential, we would be eating them. They're not essential. You'll see what we eat today. No onion, no garlic, no mushroom, no egg, no meat, no fish, no chicken. This is what we eat all the time. We're healthy. So not necessary to eat these things. And the onion and the garlic, in the 8th canto of Bhagavatam, it describes, they come from the time of the churning of the milk ocean, the beginning of the universe. When the ocean of milk, the Devatas, the Suras and the Asuras, they were churning the ocean of milk. And then Amrita came from the ocean. And then the Asura, one was named Rahu, one was named Ketu. You know these two? Yeah, you know. So Rahu and Ketu, they took the Amrita. They put it in their mouth because they think, I will drink it, I will become powerful. But then Mohini Murti, Vishnu, she sent the chakra and their heads taken off. So the Amrita never went down into their body. It was just in the mouth. And then their two heads are now Rahu and Ketu. Those, you know, those two. So then, that what touched their lips, their mouth, that one drop came out, and that drop of Amrita, but it was touched by the Asura, became garlic and onion. So garlic and onion give a lot of energy and power. They're very powerful, but they're rajasic. They will make you rajasic and tamasic. They're not sattva. So that's why we don't eat them. Because they're not holy foods, powerful foods. Like as a medicine, if you have heart problem, you can take garlic, very powerful, can fix things. But not to offer or to take daily, not like that. So there's reasons why we don't do these things.
They have a strong taste. They're strong taste appetizers too. They give a lot of taste to the everyday meal.
But they're not necessary. Like you'll eat our prasad today and tell me if afterwards tell me if it's tasty or not. Yeah, and then we have ashwatita, hing,
Yeah.
ashwatita. You can use that, tastes just like onion, but it's not rajasic. So not necessary, that's all.
Thank you.
And plus, if you have garlic and onion, everyone in the room will know. Because actually, like, you know, quite often we have the temple here and people come to visit and they sit here and then I come in later, they've gone, and I come in and I go, you can smell it. But if you have ginger and ashwatita, you won't have like odour like this. You know, all these things, alcohol, like if someone drinks too much beer and they come and sit here and then they leave, you're walking in like this. Where did this come from? You know, all these things, they have negative odours, which shows that they're not sattvic, they're not good. And long term, they will not produce good effect on the body. Long term. Especially meat. That's why we don't, because long term will harm the body. Give a lot of problems to the body. Eggs as well, and all these things. We don't take it. We are okay. Is okay? Thank you. Good question. Any other question?
Can I just add one small thing?
Yes, sir.
Just to the comment when you said, so I'm a Jain. So in Jainism, when you mention that you don't kill anyone, when you slice an onion or a garlic or anything that is grown underground, whether it's beetroot or a carrot or anything, you can take anything that grows underground, slice it into two and view it under a high-powered microscope. You are killing billions and billions of insects which are invisible to the human eye. So yes, you are killing. Which is why in Buddhism, Jainism or any religion, Hare Krishna, anything, eating of any of the tamasic food is not allowed because you are slicing through billions of insects which are not visible.
But there's an answer to that though. Because the reason we don't eat the animal is because the animal has a nervous system.
Correct.
So when the animal is killed, the pain which is experienced is far more severe. Whereas if you take a carrot or a piece of broccoli or whatever, because today we've cooked with these things, carrot, broccoli, it's there. But because jiva jivasya jivanam means every life is dependent on taking another life. Right? We cannot live unless we take the life of the carrot or the broccoli. So it's true. But when you offer the food to Krishna, Krishna says he will take away the karma. So therefore, even though we are killing, technically, but the karma is taken. But Krishna will not accept the meat. So if you take that, you have to take the karma. That's why we don't take. So you have to offer the food. Doesn't matter if you're Jain or Buddhist, or you have to offer the food to Krishna. That's the point.
It's the same with plants as well, right? Like whenever the classic argument between a non-vegetarian or vegetarian in the world is that you guys kill trees, right?
Yeah, but they don't have a nervous system.
Exactly, it doesn't have a nervous
They
system.
don't have emotional. They don't.
Yeah.
They don't have emotions in them.
They do, but it's dormant. Like they, by science we know that even when they take the plant screams actually. Yeah, they record it. There's actually vibration which is there. But it is minimal compared to the animal. So we have to follow Krishna's law. Krishna says, don't kill the animal. He says, I give you, in the Bible, he says, I give you the herb-bearing seed. I give you the plant. He says that in Genesis.
Is it like the better of the two sins?
Well, you become sinless. Like today what you will eat, what we will serve you, because it's being offered, he takes away, you are sinless. Akarma. The karma's gone. So you don't take any. So it's not even lesser of two evils. One doesn't have any evil, and the other one does. So you have to make your choice. You want to be Asura or Devata. You want to be good or not good. Any other? Madam?
But I just do understand that there are a lot of people who eat non-veg. Okay, so why they don't realize that they should not be doing that?
And why is it that they are so dependent for their healthy well-being to
Yeah,
operate,
because-
to have a 9-to-5 job, to be successful in life? The thinking, general thinking is to be successful in life, you need to have a good diet, and that good diet only comes from non-veg.
Yeah, but that doesn't even make sense. Like if you go to Gujarat, is anyone from Gujarat? You're from Gujarat, okay. And you're asking the question. So but I'll tell you.
Because
I'll tell you, Gujarat, right? Out of everywhere in India. Like if you go to India, right, the restaurant says veg or non-veg.
yeah.
So everyone knows veg is the system, non-veg is the deviation. Like that's, if you can't, okay, you do that.
Yeah.
Right. So in Gujarat, out of everywhere in India, 70% are still vegetarian. Right? So they're all healthy. So this whole argument that we need, the person who eats meat, they're only doing it because they want to do it. It's nothing about health.
No, but there is
Because the other 70% of people are healthy. So there's no excuse. It's just because they want to do it, that's all.
because somewhere I feel that they're trying to brainwash people by saying that if you don't eat this, this is going
But
to...
it's not true, because are the people dying? The other 70%?
I've had 2 deliveries. I've been a vegetarian all my life.
So what is the problem?
So that's
So you say to the people who are eating meat, say, do I look like I'm...
they feel that it is...
I don't care what they
extremely
feel.
important.
It doesn't matter what they feel. It's what Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita.
Yeah, that's
right?
what.
Who created India? Who created Gujarat? Krishna. Who created the earth? Who created Australia? Krishna. What does Krishna say? Don't eat meat. End of story. So if someone says, I want to eat meat, that doesn't mean anything. Because they cannot create life. So if they're going to kill an animal, okay, you have to bring it back to life. Can you do it? No. So don't do it. It is bad karma.
But that's not so why.
No
is
but.
that, propaganda goes, I mean...
Yeah, okay, so we make the other propaganda. They make the propaganda, it's okay. We make the propaganda, it's not okay.
Yeah, that's what...
Like everyone's coming here today, I'm making propaganda, it's not okay.
No, it is.
Right? Based on authority,
Yes.
right? So what is their authority? They'll say, oh, because it's better for my health. No, it's not better for your health. We'll prove to you it's actually worse for your health.
Yeah.
So there's no argument. You know the story of the 2 men on the bridge? And one was saying the best way to cut the paper is scissors. The other one said, no, knife. The other one said, no, scissors. The other one said, no, they got into a fight. So one man threw him off the bridge. He landed in the river, he's drowning. He said, I can't swim, save me. He said, you say knife. And he said, no, scissors is the best way to cut the paper. He said, oh, you say knife. He said, no, it's scissors. He said, I will save you, you say knife. And as he's drowning, you went. And that's what people are like in this world. Even when they're wrong, they'll still say, oh no, it's right. It doesn't make any sense. Who cares what you think? Who cares what you think?
Then how do we get that right thing going? That's what I'm
We're getting the right thing going.
Yeah.
Like Hare Krishna movement, like you look now in the West, when Prabhupada, the founder of the Hare Krishna movement, came to America 50 years ago, vegetarianism was not popular. Now it is popular. If you go to Brunswick in Melbourne, right? I don't know what the percentage is, but the percentage of vegan, vegetarian people now in Melbourne is very high. That wasn't there before. So we're making good propaganda and it's working. So you just keep telling, when you meet people, just say, you don't have to eat meat, no problem. Come to my house, I will make you roti, I will make you paratha.
The book we have, Perfect Nature, is it? What's it?
Divine nature.
Divine Nature.
Yeah.
And that really thoroughly explains how biologically humans shouldn't be consuming meat compared to animals that are, authorized to eat meat. They have, different teeth,
Insides,
shorter
yeah.
intestines, where, humans have teeth that are for grinding, and, a different form of foods to eat, have a long digestive tract. And so, and then environmentally, there's many, many arguments, but there's a very good book. It's small, very small, but it's got very good arguments from many perspectives that supports why vegetarian diet is the sanctioned diet for human beings.
Yeah. Yeah, we have Divine Nature, Higher Taste, with so many books. We're making big propaganda and we are winning the battle.
That's great.
Yeah. So join us and we will defeat. We will not stop until all the people on the earth, 8 billion people, stop eating the animals. We will not stop. That's why after lunch you'll go to the Goshala, you will visit the cows. Because we don't kill the cows. If you come here and kill our cows, you will have big problem. You will have big problem. You maybe you think we're peaceful, but if you try to touch one of our cows, you will see.
In a harmful way.
Big problem.
But you have restricted that just to the Krishna Valley or elsewhere in Australia?
What is that?
As you were saying, there is a big problem, killing of cows. Killing of cows only in Krishna Valley or elsewhere in Australia?
The whole world. The whole world. No one's allowed it. Where was anyone given permission to kill a cow? Where did the permission come from? Did God say you're allowed to do it? No, so stop doing it.
God said not to kill any animal. Thou shalt not kill.
You had a question?
What's the rationale behind the mushrooms?
The mushrooms, they're considered to be tamasic, which means ignorant. They're a fungus and they're grown in darkness. So it says in the ancient teachings they should not be offered to Krishna. So I actually like mushrooms. I haven't eaten them for 35 years, but I like them. But it is said that they are not offerable, and because we follow the system of offering everything to Krishna, because they're a fungus, so he does not appreciate them. So we don't eat them like that. But if there was nothing else to eat, like if there was mushrooms, of course we'd eat the mushrooms. We're practical. But if there's alternatives, then we'll eat the alternative. That's all.
And eggs?
Eggs is a transformation of flesh because it's the womb of the chicken.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's actually flesh. So that's why we can't eat eggs, because they're actually it's not vegetarian.
Yeah.
Like that. So we have to eat vegetarian foods. God is a vegetarian. He is. And someone say, why is he? Because he chose to be. So I can't argue. And I'm vegetarian. I've been vegetarian for 35, and I feel great. So even the thought of eating meat, it could not cross my mind. I would never do it. So once you've done it, you've never. It's so superior. Like you'll see the food today that we serve you, the prasadam. It's so nice. Like you can't. Why would you even eat meat when you can eat like this? Like it's better. It tastes better. It's better for you. It's like you feel better. Yes, sir.
Prabhuji, this tea, of course, it has this nicotine.
Tea.
But there is one another class. It's like rooibos.
Yeah.
It doesn't have nicotine.
Ah.
Would that be okay?
That's okay.
That's okay.
Rooibos you can drink.
That's okay.
But tea you cannot drink.
And we can offer it as well?
Rooibos you can, yeah.
We can, huh?
Yeah, but tea you cannot.
Alright.
Yeah, because tea and coffee, they are addictive.
Correct.
Yeah. So because of the addictive nature of them, we don't take them. So people say, oh, how can you not drink tea? It's easy. I don't drink tea. My life is fine. I don't drink coffee. You know, like everyone gets up in the morning and drinks coffee to get energy. But if you eat properly, you already have energy. So you don't need to take coffee too. Coffee and tea make you rajasic. They overstimulate you. The Indian people are attached to their tea. The Western people are attached to their coffee. I know what you guys do. Tea and coffee, not necessary. You can't offer it to Krishna. Krishna doesn't drink it. That's all. Any other question?
One more question.
Madam.
While you were giving out the discourse, you mentioned that there's wars going on. There's so many wars going on right now. Why?
Yeah.
Because of heavy consumption of
Yeah.
cow and killing cows.
Yeah.
But wars have been going on since many centuries in this world.
Same reason.
There was World War I, World War II.
Same reason.
Before that, there was invasions of
Same
countries.
reason. Did they eat meat at the time? Yes.
I don't know.
Oh, you know, look at the history books. Who was World War One, right? Britain, Russia, a lot of meat. You know, Ukraine is a huge beef consuming society, huge. And now they're all saying, oh, why are people attacking us, killing us? Because you kill the cows every day. And now they're sitting in the trenches, fighting, eating the beef. And they're saying, why doesn't the war stop? It doesn't even make sense. There's no logic. So as long as you do these things, the bad karma will come. Ugra karma. That's all. We have the answers. If people will listen, we get a peaceful world. They can't work out how to make everything peaceful. They can't. You know, it doesn't matter who the next president is, whether it's Kamala or Donald. Neither of them know what to do. So no, the peace will not come. It doesn't matter who they elect. Because they have the same policy. First thing the president should do, stop their slaughterhouse. Shut all the abattoir. Just like here in Colac, we have big abattoir. They kill the animals. That should be stopped immediately. That should be the first responsibility of the Prime Minister.
But then there will be a lot of fight that will erupt. Why are you stopping me from having my rights? The thing about rights...
You can kill the animal. You can kill it, but you have to kill it. You have to kill it. Will you still eat it if you have to kill it? Most people won't. Some people will. But that's their karma. Okay, you kill it, you get the karma. But don't pay other people. Don't get other people involved. Just like in Colac, they get all the people from Africa, from Rwanda and different places. You know, the refugees, they come here and they send them to the country towns and they haven't got employment and no one else wants the job, so they end up working in the abattoir. And then they have to kill the animals. It's horrible. You know, it's such a mixed up society, the way everything is. So if you want to kill the animal, you kill it. Don't pay someone to kill it. Then you take the karma. Then the only person involved is you. That's your responsibility. But not this system where we have mass slaughter. That's not good. Not good. And then all the other people, we say, hey, come to the Hare Krishna farm. Come to Hare Krishna Valley, take our prasad, take our food. Is it good? Everyone says it's good. Then why don't you be vegetarian? What's the problem? If our food's not good, okay, you've got an argument. But our food is too good. You watch, all of you will eat too much. You watch. I know, when you come here, you eat too much, I see. All you people. And that's okay, because it's good prasad. It will purify you just by taking it. That's good. So no one is allowed to leave today until everything is finished. Okay? Okay? Everyone happy?
Yes.
Prabhuji, you got to open more these in the Muslim world. Hare Krishna valleys.
It's not easy in the Muslim world. Not easy in the Muslim world.
So just by extension, whether it's cows or any living being, live and let live, by extension, use of all leather products should also be completely banned.
I don't use leather.
No, I'm just saying that then
No, I agree.
We should not be using any leather products. any brand, whether it's a LV or a Dior or any expensive brands that sell $5,000-10,000 bags which are made of pure cow leather.
If we understood the way the world is right now, nearly every industry is contaminated.
Yeah.
If you actually understand how the world works like that. So yeah, but your point is good.
So just to that point, when we have a argument or a discussion with someone who is a firm believer that having a vegan leather or a synthetic leather pollutes and kills more outside than having a cow leather, because they think they've done justice to society by killing the cow, their argument is that, well, if you let it live its natural course of life, then it would have farted or burped so much, created so much emission on the planet that there are more people being killed.
People don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah. But then there's scientific data to back that. So there's heavy arguments on both sides of the spectrum.
That's the problem.
That even a vegan leather can be argued heavily bad, and a pure leather from
Everything is
Dior or
bad.
LV is also
This
heavily bad.
is Kali Yuga. This is Kali Yuga. Everything is bad. I'm telling you honestly, everything is bad. There's nothing that is not contaminated.
So I'm actually a bit stuck in my life. So I'll give you an example of my life. I don't use leather products.
Good.
If I use, maybe by mistake, or it's a part of a, so I'll check every time, right? If I'm going to buy office shoes, I'll make sure it's fake resin.
Yeah.
If I'm buying a jacket, it's fake this thing. It has a look and feel of it, but it's not real, right? That's me, how I've been conducting my life. My problem is, now that I've understood more about synthetic, it's like you've actually done more harm and damage by having vegan leather or even synthetic leather.
It's equally as damaging.
Yeah.
Equally, yeah.
So then,
So I just try to wear natural things, right? I just try to wear cotton, but even that industry is contaminated. Silk, right? Even that industry is contaminated. Wool, even that industry is contaminated. So it's like, where do you go? Just be practical, but don't wear leather. That's morally we should do. Okay, we're going to stop now. Is anyone hungry?
Yes.
Okay, so the two people here are hungry. You can go and you can take. Oh, three. Okay. So we're going to have prasad now. So just go out, turn right. We'll have lunch, and then after lunch we'll go to the Goshala. So everyone who brought tickets for today to come here, then thank you very much. If you didn't buy a ticket, you can come and see me, or you can leave a donation in the hundi, like that, just to pay for the prasad and everything today. So after prasad, we will go to the Goshala and we'll visit the sacred cows. Is it okay? And next Sunday we have Go Puja. So 500 people are coming. We will worship the cows. So if you want to come, buy your tickets online, and we'll see you next Sunday. Hare Krishna.